Hello everyone. As you all know that we have covered 5 chapters of P1, which was rotational dynamics, then mechanical properties of fluids, kinetic theory of gases and radiation, and then thermodynamics, and after that we recently have covered oscillations, right? So after completing these 5 chapters, which mostly depending on the properties of solids, properties of fluids, and also the motion, right? So after completing such type of chapters, we are here with the new chapter, which is the last chapter of part 1 of physics, which is superposition of waves, in which we are going to study about more properties which are related to waves. Some of it we have already studied in previous years. Even in 11th standard we have studied some more properties about waves, which was sound waves. We have covered about Doppler's effect, which was there in light wave as well as in sound section, right? So all this we are going to cover in superposition of waves, and also we are going to see some more interesting facts about waves, which is beats, and then application of beats. Then when two or more waves interfering with each other, what happens to that? What musical instrument gives you idea about? So these all properties we are going to see in this chapter. So before moving towards the exact first chapter, I just wanted to tell you that, as you all know, for this year, which is 2020 and 2021, some of the part has been deleted from your syllabus, right? So from this chapter also 3 points got deleted. Out of it, first one is reflection of waves. So we are not going to study about the reflection of waves. Waves means transverse waves as well as longitudinal waves. So the reflection concept that is been deleted from your syllabus, so that is not going to taught by me. Okay, then after that, musical instrument which was there, and also the characteristics of waves, that also we are not going to study. Characteristics of sounds actually, so that we are not going to study because that part has been deleted. So as we have already discussed many terms, so let's quickly move towards our part 1, in which what we are going to see. Let's see. So first, as you all know, we have to recall what we have done. Now recalling is not about only for this year. We are going to recall the concept which are related to waves that has been taught by us in 11th also. So what are that? So you must have studied about the types of waves. What are the types of waves? Water waves we have seen. Okay, if you remember, we have already studied this water waves in the wave optics chapter, right? So that has been also the very easiest concept, which was what was the water waves. Okay, so after that, transverse waves, then longitudinal waves, then progressive wave, and electromagnetic waves. So these are the mainly divided types of waves. Even not only these waves we have studied, we have also studied light waves, then mechanical waves, then sound waves. So many types of waves are there that we have gone through, right? So mostly of them are theirs. Okay, mostly we are going to deal with these waves, and even the sound waves and light wave also. So let's see, I will just show you some GIF. By looking at that, we are going to discuss the main reason why they are happening such like that we are going to discuss. Okay, so here you can see the first GIF. What you can see over here, you might have done this many times. Okay, so what is the picture tells us? When we throw any object inside water, what happens? It creates ripples that you can see over there. It creates ripples over there. Now what exactly that ripples tells us? What this tells you? So this is nothing but when you are going to throw any object in water, it will create some disturbance in that. Before throwing any object, the water was very steady, right? So when we drop any object inside it, the particles which are there inside water will try to displace from their mean position. and they displaces and they creates waves because they displace. Okay, so this creates many types of waves, that is we call it as ripples. So this is one of the type of waves. Even this is known as the interference, because one or more wave try to interfere with each other. That is being known as interference of waves. Okay, so this is one of the very basic example that we already have studied. We have done such kind of things, so this is very easier. Okay, so after this just observe what is there, what is happening over there. There are two types of waves. Okay, first one is transverse and second one is longitudinal. So as you can see over here, in transverse wave they have considered a spring. Okay, so when that wave is vibrating like vertically and when it vibrating like horizontally, what happens? Observe that GIF. You can observe that in transverse waves is vibrate like this, in upper lower. Okay, so such kind of waves is transverse wave. What is the basic physics behind that? When we are calling any kind of wave, that wave is consisting of number of particles inside it. Okay, so when that particle vibrates perpendicular to the direction of propagation like this, when they vibrate in direction perpendicular to the direction of propagation, they are known as transverse waves. Okay, and this kind of waves always divide the medium into two types. What are the two types? Into two, divides into two. And what are the two terms? First one is the upper part of wave, which is known as crest, and the lower part of wave is known as trough. This is also the very basic concept that we have already studied in 11, but I just wanted to recall. As I said, we are going to recall some things. Okay, so this is about transverse, and now we'll see about longitudinal. Now what you can observe in longitudinal, the particles which are there in waves are vibrating parallel to the direction of propagation. They are horizontal. So it will divide the medium into either compression or rarefaction. Now what is compression? When particles are crowded at some part, that will be known as compression. When the particles are separated at some part, they are known as rarefaction. So transverse waves in which particles vibrate perpendicularly, and crest and trough are the two parts. Longitudinal parallelly, and compression and rarefaction. Okay, we are going to see this again and again in this lesson. Okay, now the next, as I told you that transverse and longitudinal, when they travel through any medium, what exactly happens over there? Some disturbances may happen, right? So in which sense and in which direction the displacement or the disturbances happens? Now what is disturbances? Suppose I am considering this kind of waves are traveling along in a solid medium or in air medium. Okay, so if we consider any such kind of medium in which these waves are traveling, so that creates disturbance. Disturbance is the word which has the meaning that you all know, disturbance. So it distracted the medium, that is nothing but disturbance. So as you can see, in transverse waves, disturbances are in upward and downward sense because they vibrate in perpendicular, and crest and trough is there, so disturbances happens like this. Okay, and while in case of longitudinal, disturbances happens like this because they always propagates parallel, so disturbances are like this. Okay, so this is according to the disturbances, and that is according to the motion. Now let's move towards the next type. What is the next type now? Here you can see. What is this type? You might have seen like this. This is nothing but electromagnetic waves. Okay, so in electromagnetic waves, electric field and magnetic field got perpendicular to each other. In this GIF you can see red lines. The red lines of the red waves are nothing but electric waves. Electric field is there. and blue denotes magnetic. When they overlapping and when they got perpendicular to each other, that will give you a new wave, which is nothing but electromagnetic wave, in which electric and magnetic field got perpendicular to each other. Here you can see. Okay, so you can observe that and you will come to know the exact idea about electromagnetic waves. What is that? Electric and magnetic field. You can see over there red and blue lines, both are actually perpendicular to each other. Okay, so these are electromagnetic waves. After this, here, as I told you, we have seen many types of waves, in which I just shown you the mechanical waves. See, what is a mechanical waves? The waves, when it travels through any medium, it transfers energy from one place to another, but it do not transfer matter. That is known as mechanical waves. So the sound waves is the best example of mechanical waves. They travel the energy, but they do not travel matter. So this is the mechanical energy, mechanical wave, first one. And the second one is nothing but, we have right now seen that blue and red. You can see that blue line is longitudinal and red line is transverse waves, right? And when they both gives you one single wave, which is light waves. And even we have just seen that electromagnetic waves. So these are some types of waves that we have already studied. Okay, so I just wanted to show you this animation or the GIF, so that you will exactly come to know the idea. So before after recalling these all things, we are going to move towards the new concept, which is progressive waves. Okay, so you can see the properties of progressive wave, which I have already written on the board, and we are going to study the properties of this. All this property we are going to study. Okay, so we'll tell you first what is exactly progressive waves. Okay, right now we have said that progressive, as the word itself says, it progresses in forward direction. Okay, so any wave which always travels in forward direction, continues to travel in forward direction, is known as progressive waves. Basically, these waves are divided into two types. First one of it is transverse and second one is longitudinal. Now what is transverse and what is longitudinal, that we already have studied. Let us revise again. What is transverse wave? The waves in which when the particle vibrates to the direction perpendicular to the direction of propagation of waves, such kind of waves are known as transverse waves. I will explain again. When suppose we are considering any kind of wave, it consisting of number of particles in it, right? When that particles which are there inside the waves, when they vibrate perpendicular to the direction of propagation, then such kind of waves are known as transverse waves. Now, how this wave divides the medium? It divides the medium into two parts. First one is the upper part, which is crest, and the lowest part, which is known as trough. So the transverse waves divides the medium into two, crest and trough. Okay, this is already you have known and you have studied this in 11th standard also. Now moving towards the second type, which is longitudinal waves. Now what is longitudinal wave? The wave in which particles are vibrating to the parallel to the direction of propagation. When they vibrate in parallel direction, suppose this is the wave and this is the propagation. Okay, so when the particle vibrates parallel to the propagation of waves, such kind of waves are known as longitudinal waves. Now how this wave divides the medium? This wave divides the medium into two parts. One is compression, second one is rarefaction. Now what is compression and what is rarefaction? When there is a crowded area of the particle, that is known as compression. When the wave is being sucked at one place, the particles are more at that place, that is known as compression. And what is rarefaction? When the particles get separated at some point, that is being known as rarefaction. So this is the basic difference between transverse and longitudinal. Okay, and they both combined is known as progressive waves. So let's see what are the properties of that. Okay, so first one of it is each particle in medium executes the same type of vibration. Okay, what is the first property? Each particle in medium, each particle which is there inside the medium will execute the same type of vibration. Okay, particle vibrates about their mean position performing SHM. So this is the main property. What it does tells us, it tells us that when the particles is performing motion, it performs SHM, which is simple harmonic motion. We just have completed the chapter oscillations, in which we have studied all the concepts which are there under SHM, which is simple harmonic motion. Okay, in that we have studied that when the acceleration is proportional to the displacement but the directions are opposite, then we call that motion as simple harmonic motion. In this, same has been done. So that's why we say that in the very first property that particle vibrates about their mean position and performing SHM. Okay, now moving towards the second. All vibrating particles of the medium have, all vibrating particles, there are many vibrating particles, right? Many particles which are vibrating. So all are having same amplitude, same period and same frequency. Then and only then it is progressive wave. All vibrating particles should have same amplitude, same period and same frequency. Okay, so this is the second property. Now moving towards the third one, the phase changes from one particle to another. Obviously, when particle or when wave is traveling, suppose this is the wave which is traveling. So what will happen? The phase which is at this point and the phase which is at this point will be same or different? Answer is different. It will change. When particle is moving from here, it will go here. Then it will move towards this direction. So this will be changing. So the phase will change from one to another. Okay. Next, no particle remains permanently at rest. They are not at all at rest. They are continuously moving. When they reach the equilibrium position, they will be there for some time. Again, it will come back to the mean position and again it will start to oscillate. So no particle will be permanently at rest. Temporarily it can be at rest, but not permanently. Okay, so this is the main property, which is fourth one. Now the fifth one, which is the particles attain maximum velocity when they pass through their mean positions. When they attain the maximum velocity, when they passes through their mean position. And what happens when they reach to the equilibrium? What will happen? When they reach to equilibrium, velocity will be 0. Okay, so they attain maximum velocity when they passes mean position. Okay, so this is the sixth one. Not exactly sixth one, it is the fifth one. Okay, so you might get confused or you might get collaborating two terms which are there in oscillations and also which are there in superposition. So both are going parallel to each other. Many concepts which are merged inside this. So if you study oscillations, it will be very easier for you to study superposition of waves. Okay. Okay, let's move towards the next one, which is the sixth one. During propagation of waves, energy is transferred along the wave. Okay, what is there? During the propagation, energy is transferred. When wave is continuously traveling, energy goes on transferring from one to another, then to another. Okay, but what happens to the matter? No, matter will not transfer. Only energy will get transferred from one place to another while the particles are moving. Again I am telling you, energy will transfer, not the matter. Okay, next one. 7. The wave propagates through medium with certain velocity. When wave is propagating through any medium, it will be having certain velocity. Now on what factors velocity depends? Obviously it will depend on the medium. Either it is solid or liquid or vacuum. So the velocity will differ from medium to medium. Okay, so these are some of the properties. More are there, which are 8, 9 and 10. 10 properties are there. From that we have already discussed 3 of them. Which are they? 8th property is nothing but this: progressive waves are divided into 2 types. We have already discussed transverse and longitudinal. What are the transverse waves? When the particle vibrates perpendicular to the direction of propagation, they divide the medium into crest and trough. This is transverse. What is longitudinal? When the particle vibrates parallel to the direction of propagation and they divide medium into compression and rarefaction. So these are the 2 types of progressive waves. Alright. So combining, we are calling it as progressive wave. Even the electromagnetic waves are there, mechanical waves are there, sound waves are there. They travel through different mediums, right? So these are the types of waves, which some of them comes under progressive waves. But basic concept of progressive wave is what? It is nothing but the wave which continuously travel in forward directions is known as progressive waves. Okay, so I hope you got this concept, and even the, all the types of wave which we have recalled in this lesson, in this lecture. So this is the introductory part about superposition of waves. We are going to deal with many more concepts, many more interesting facts about this waves, and it will be very interesting chapter. So if you have any kind of query regarding this video, regarding this part, do comment. I will solve your query. Thank you so much.